Hey y'all. So I don't want to get preachy with you because, quite frankly, I'm tired of preaching. I don't want to preach. That's not what I want to do. But I do have a wise little nugget for you guys. Um, right now, if you don't know what's going on in the world, TikTok is being banned on the 19th of January 2025. This is putting a lot of creators in a bind because a lot of people have made livings off of TikTok. A lot of people have made livings off of TikTok. And so I understand the grieving for those creators. However, God has been speaking of a wealth transfer for years now. Now, this is not necessarily good news for the people who are losing their accounts. I'm going to lose my account too. But this is great news for the people who have been last and are now going to be first. I need you to understand that right now is a time more than ever to start that business. Right now is a time more than ever to start that YouTube channel. Start that Facebook, start that Instagram. Whatever it is, start it. Because there's a wealth transfer happening right now and everybody's looking at it. Oh my God, like the things that are happening in California, the fires that are happening in California. There are a lot of things shifting right now, okay? And not to get too spiritual or too deep, but there are a lot of things shifting right now. And I don't want to be insensitive by speaking about these topics, but the reality of this situation right now is things are shifting. Tables are turning, and people who have been there are some people who were born into wealth who God needs now to learn what it's like to work for it. There are people who were born or who were lucky, and people who we made famous who were not supposed to be. There are people who we put on pedestals who were not meant to be on those pedestals. You understand what I'm saying? There are people out here in the world with true talent, with real gifts, and amazing businesses and stories to tell. But because of the people in the world, or because of the people who were in the way, I should say, and not to say it in a bad way, but I got to say it how it is, because there were people in the way, there was no room. So right now, God is making room. Being an influencer is an amazing job. And one day I would love to have the luxury of, enjoying fully what it's like to be an influencer and not having to work multiple jobs. But right now, more than ever, because I'm going to be doing this, is the time to market and sell yourself. You are the face of your business. You are the face of your influence. You are the face of your music. If that's what you make, sell and market yourself. Because right now people are scrambling, looking for somewhere to go. People are migrating. They're looking for somewhere to go. Wow, spiritually and physically. People who are looking for places to go. They're looking for different social media platforms to use. They're looking for different places to live. Some God right now he's putting a damper in your plans because it probably wasn't the best for you anyway. I was living in California when I was pregnant. I was sleeping in a car in California with my friend, homeless. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, now I come back home to South Carolina. Yeah, it has not been the easiest. Yeah, I struggled. I have, but all of a sudden, California is being burned. You understand what I'm saying? So God has a very strategic way of doing things. And God is doing a lot of things to soften people's hearts, because there are people who have become prideful. There are people who have become addicted and obsessed with money, addicted and obsessed with influence. And there are people who even have used Jesus in the gospel to make money. There are people who have even used Jesus in the gospel to make and have an influence. There are people who use the word God, or even witches do it. Oh, hyper spiritual and African spirituality and New Age spirituality and tarot cards. There are so many people doing things just for the sake of money, and I'm not exempt from this. I think right now what God is doing is he's trying to teach us something, that you can have all the wealth and riches in the world. You can have the nicest house, okay? And that house can still get burnt down. You can have the most money and the most influence, and he can take that app right from up under you. God is teaching us in this season right now to not put our cares and put all of our trust in man-made things, because he's showing us right now that he is God. He's showing us right now that you can't get too comfortable because I am still God. So right now is a time more than ever to start that business, start that YouTube channel, start whatever it is that you need to start, baby. Start it. Because if you get a head start right now at the beginning of the year, by this time next year, your life will be a complete 180. It'll be completely different. I know y'all hate that word, but there's a wealth transfer. And favor ain't fair, but favor is necessary. Everybody needs a chance, boo. For the people who will be mad at this, everybody needs a chance, boo. You can't be the only one that's wealthy all the time. You can't be the only one that's in the spotlight forever. Even Beyonce had to get old. Even Nicki Minaj had to get old. Even Michael Jackson had to pass away. You can't be the star the whole time. Okay? Let other people have it too. And you don't got to let other people have it. But God is saying He's going to let them have it regardless. Because the people that He entrusted the fame, the people He's entrusted the influence and the money with, forgot about Him. And that's the main thing. Don't forget about God. Don't forget about God when it comes to you. Don't forget about God when you're blessed. Don't forget about God when you're blessed. Don't forget about God, or you will be in the same shoes.